You Can Choose is brought to you by Nestle, with a commitment to fostering creativity and promoting positive alternatives for young people.
You can choose to be a whiz brain, a scatterbrain, a bird brain. Choose to be a mouse in the house on the loose. Choose to be a turtle who retreats at every hurdle. You can choose to be a moose. You can choose. Let's see you do it. You can choose. We'll help you through it. You can choose. Better get to it. You can choose to be whatever you choose to be or not to be. Choose to be whatever you choose. You can choose to make a right turn, a left turn, a U-turn. Go straight up for a bird's eye view. Choose to go alone, or you can choose to go in twos, or you can choose to be a moose.
Michael Pritchard is a comedian who goes to schools all over the country to talk with kids like us about the choices we make. When he came to our school, Mike told some funny stories about growing up. Then a few of his friends acted out a skit where one of them came face to face with a very tough choice, and we were asked to figure out what that person should do. We learned that even when it's hard to choose, it feels great to make the right choice.
You can choose to be whatever you choose to be or not to be. Choose to be whatever you choose.
It's not easy making choices, is it? Because in life, there's so many pressures that come at you to try and make you make a choice one way or the other. And sometimes the choices are wrong. Sometimes when you're thinking about it, it becomes like so serious to make a big, huge decision. So everybody close your eyes. Close your eyes, that's it. Yes, close your eyes. And I'm gonna show you what I do when I think of pressure. It's called the pressure monster. I am pressure. Now picture Pressure Monster wraps his huge big legs around your waist, and he lays his big, thick, heavy body on your shoulders like he's getting a piggyback ride. Yeah, and he shoves his big fat face around and he's got horrible stinky breath. And he looks at you and he goes,
"Hey, wanna be popular? Wanna be cool?"
And you go, "Oh, I don't know."
"Sure you do. Why don't we go down to the corner and we'll hide and we'll smoke?"
No, I don't want to ruin my lungs. I don't want to do that. That's not me. I don't want to do that.
Okay, if you don't want to do that, let's go down to the store and steal something. Nobody'll see us. We'll get away with it.
And then all of a sudden you go, wait a minute, that's not what I want to do. I don't want to get caught, and I don't want to get in trouble with my mom and dad. It'd be plain old wrong. No, I'm not going to do it. And so at that moment, when you decide what you want to do, you take that pressure monster. Everybody reach back and pull him off your back. Whoa! Throw him down on the floor in front of you. Now step on him and hit him. Ah! And now stop. Look down at that pressure monster and go, "Get off my back, pressure monster." Real loud this time. Get off my back. What do you guys get pressure about here at school? What do you get pressured for? Shoes? Really? The kind of shoes you wear?
Yeah, we do. If you have Nike, like you're really cool and all that, you're popular.
All I ever hear is, "Oh, your shoes are ugly. Why don't you get some fresh shoes like that?" And they wear them a certain way where they don't tie them. They like stuff the laces inside their shoe and have the little tongue sticking out.
How does that make you feel when somebody makes fun of you about your tennis shoes?
No, I don't really care because I'm happy with what I've gotten. I'm satisfied.
What makes you that kind of person, though, Simone?
hey, I have LA gear. Some girls don't wear LA gear. They wear Nike. So what?
Yeah, so what? Yeah, right. You're being yourself. You, right? Yeah. So then why are you guys so hard on each other about tennis shoes?
People because they say if you smoke, you'll be cool. So it's like tennis shoes are like smoking because if you have like cool shoes, they'll think you're cool and everything.
That's right. Everyone does like to feel cool, but you got to remember that you can say no to that pressure and still be cool. Now, let's take a look at a story about a friend of mine named Missy who's learning to make some decisions on how to say no.
Hi guys! I'm waiting for Rhonda. See ya. Rhonda, my best friend, who's been gone so long. I hope she gets here soon so I can see her before school starts. I know she had the best vacation. The neatest things always happen to her. Missy! Rhonda! I missed you.
I miss you too.
I didn't think you'd ever get back.
I kept wanting to tell you things, but first you tell me. Did you have a good vacation?
My parents took me to Washington, D.C.
Was it exciting?
We went to the Smithsonian Museum, and I visited the White House.
Wow! Did you see the president?
Well, no, but I saw where he had breakfast.
Oh, wow!
Now you tell, was your visit to see your relatives in Florida exciting?
Not very exciting. Just completely, utterly, totally exciting!
Oh, it was? Let's tell.
Oh, Missy, I hung out with these older kids who were so cool. They wore these rhinestone high tops, and they did their hair in these neat styles. You wouldn't believe the different shapes. And they taught me these suave steps. I learned this new dance called the freaking flamenco. Goes like this. What do you think? Oh, you'll get it.
And I know you're saving the best part.
Missy, these kids smoke.
Cigarettes?
Yes! And so did I!
You did?
Yes! Oh, Missy, smoking is so much fun. We would sit around with cigarettes, these whole group of dudes and dudettes. It was such a happening scene. I almost wish I lived there all the time, except you wouldn't be there, of course. Missy, what are you doing?
Oh, sorry. I just wondered if you smelled different. I mean, you know how cigarettes stink? I wondered if you smell like an ashtray now.
Missy, you are so weird sometimes. So, I brought something for us to do after school today. Guess what it is?
Jacks? Did you bring jacks?
Nope, something better than that.
Well, it has to be little. Cards.
Nope.
I give.
Now, you have to be cool about this. I don't want to get in trouble. Cigarettes!
What do you mean cigarettes?
These are for us.
Rhonda, aren't they illegal?
No, smoking's not illegal. Adults do it all the time. You can't advertise something in public on a billboard if it's illegal.
I mean illegal for kids, because it's a drug.
So, aspirin's a drug.
I mean a bad drug, because it's harmful for kids because our lungs are still developing.
Oh, Missy, look at me. My lungs are perfect. No problem. Oh, you gotta try it. You'll like it.
Rhonda, I don't want to like it. What if I get the habit?
Missy, you are being such a scaredy cat. None of my friends in Florida were scared. They were up on it. Don't you want to find out for yourself what it's like?
Well, will I throw up?
I didn't.
Really?
We could have a club. The only rule is you have to smoke. We could pretend we're detectives. And we have to find clues. We sit back and solve mysteries.
Or we could be spies.
Or famous rock stars.
Yeah.
gonna do? After school today, we're gonna go across the street where the older kids go to smoke.
Oh, Rhonda, do we really have to? Couldn't we just pretend?
No. You have to try it. I want you to. You're my best friend, aren't you?
Yes.
Well, best friends are supposed to do everything together. And you just said you were my best friend, right? Okay, so here, this is for you. Don't smell it, Missy. You'll see we're gonna have so much fun. You better hide that. Let's go to school. Come on, let's go inside.
You go ahead, I'll catch up.
Huh?
I think I got a rock in my shoe.
Oh, see you inside.
Or I got rocks in my head. Am I gonna really smoke this thing? Ooh, yuck! Cigarettes are awful, and they're dangerous. I know, because my mother's friend Carrie can hardly breathe, and still she won't stop. She's totally hooked. That Rhonda's right. Best friends are supposed to do everything together. If I don't smoke with her, she'll think I'm out of it and boring. Maybe she won't be my friend anymore, because I'm not any fun. What am I gonna do? I hate this. Whatever my friend Rhonda did, I always went along. Never had to try what I knew inside was wrong. Should I do what others do in order to belong? Or is it time for this girl to be strong? And I hope in the end that Rhonda's still my friend anyhow. Through fair and stormy weather, we've done everything together until now. I feel like I am in a trap, a mouse's dreaded fate. Instead of cheese, a cigarette's the bait. I care about my health and I can't stand the way it smells. Is it time that I stood up for myself? And I hope in the end that Rhonda's still my friend anyhow. Through fair and stormy weather, we've done everything together. Tell me what my choice should be now. Whatever my friend Rhonda did, I always went along. Never had to try what I knew inside was wrong. Should I do what others do in order to belong? Or is it time for this girl to be strong?
Okay, what would you tell Missy? She's, you know, she doesn't really want to smoke. She really doesn't want to be pressured into smoking, but she really likes Rhonda. What would you tell her? What do you think she should do?
Well, if she knows what's going to happen to her, Missy shouldn't smoke at all, because if her mom's friend is real sick, and she thinks it's real disgusting, then if she thinks that's going to happen to her, then she really shouldn't smoke at all.
I think she just should try it out, and if she doesn't like it, she should just tell Rhonda that she doesn't.
But she's gonna be addicted.
Okay.
One time. Why would you even smoke one time?
If Missy smokes once with Rhonda, then it's going to be easier and easier for Rhonda to convince her to smoke more, and then they'll just get addicted to it.
I know someone. They're an adult, and when they were younger, they went to a party and they took one puff of a cigarette, and at first she coughed and everything, but then she just, it was a cool thing to do, so she just started to do it. And now she regrets it and she can't stop.
She may get addicted. Okay, so it's gonna be it's bad for her. It's bad for her health. She's gonna get those lungs in big trouble, and she may get addicted. What else could happen?
She might lose her friends.
She might lose her friends, the real friends.
She won't be as popular.
Yeah.
Her parents might get her and find out that she's been smoking and ground her for the rest of her life.
Yeah. Let's go back to this. How does Missy say no to Rhonda and still keep her as a friend?
I would ask Rhonda why she feels smoking is so important in her life, and just to be cool, there's other ways to, you know, look good and be nice and just friendly, and smoking doesn't always make you cool.
Very, very good. Very smart. Very, very smart. That's all right.
She could suggest that she could go, like, come over with Missy to play volleyball, or she should, like, they can go to the park, ride their bikes, talk about things they've been doing in school, talk about projects they could be doing, and going to the movies, et cetera, et cetera.
You bet. There's always options to doing something wrong. Suggest options to people. Good idea. These are great ideas.
I would just tell her no, and if she I would just tell her no because it's bad for your health, and you shouldn't do it either. And if she don't want to be my friend anymore, too bad.
Yeah, but this is somebody you depend on because you're very close to, and it's a very good friend of yours.
Well, I look at it this way: if she not gonna stop, then fine, that's her business. I'm gonna go, but I'm not gonna hang around somebody who deals with anything I'm not supposed to.
So you know that this is something you're not supposed to do.
Yeah.
But there's still pressure from your friend and somebody you love a great deal. Isn't it important to you?
Yeah.
I don't think Rhonda knows that smoking's bad for you because the way she says that all the cool kids are smoking, why don't you do it? Maybe Missy should try to teach her how smoking is bad for you because sometimes you can show x-rays of lungs and somehow it's all...
Oh, yeah. That's a pretty smart idea, Robin. That's a very smart idea.
If I was Missy, I'd feel really upset that Rhonda's smoking because, you know, usually something happens when you smoke, and I'd have really bad feelings about her. So I wouldn't just say no. I'd also talk to her and also say there's all these things that can happen, and I would tell her how I felt about smoking and that I was scared about her.
I think you're just a great quality friend for somebody, hon. Because when you're that kind of person that it's not enough for you to just say no, you gotta help them. Good for you. Let me ask you guys something. Has anybody ever pressured you guys into doing something that you didn't want to do? Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah.
When my friend, he told me to break this window in the house down the street with the softball. I said no. He said, "Oh, come on, and then we'll just ride off with our bikes." And I said, "No, I don't want to do this. I'll get in trouble."
Were you scared?
Yeah. One time.
What did you do? You just did. You made sure you didn't do it?
Yeah, and he went off and did it.
Was he your friend?
He's not really a friend.
One time my friend tried to talk me into shoplifting.
Ooh. Did you do it?
No.
How'd you prevent yourself from doing it, John?
Well, I thought of all the things that would happen to me when my mom and
Really important to know. That's a really important thing to know. What are the consequences of the stuff that you do? What else do you do to get out of that kind of stuff? Okay. Listen, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a little role playing. I want you to be my friends, and we're all gonna try to convince one person to do something that they don't want to do, okay? Now, who wants to be in the hot seat? Sean, okay? You teach us how you can say no to what we're trying to get you to do, okay?
Yeah.
Sean, we're all going down to the movie. We're gonna go to the one down the road here, and all you gotta do is we'll open the back door, you sneak in. Because you don't have any money, we'll sneak you in. You wanna go?
No.
What do you mean you don't wanna go?
Yeah, it's gonna be so fun.
Why not, Sean?
Because if I get caught, then I'll be in trouble.
Tell you what, here's the deal. You don't have to do it. All you have to do is open the back door for me, and I'll give you the money, and you go over and open the back door for me, okay?
Yeah, do that.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, do that.
Why not?
That's still wrong either way.
All you do is
Hold
open
it.
one door.
He said,
What did we hit there, guys?
he said it's wrong either way.
So you know what's right or wrong. Sean, was that easy? No. It wasn't easy, was it? Why? What made it hard, Sean, on you?
I like movies
And you really would like to go to the movie. So it makes it all the more tempting, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
How did you say no?
I just said no to everybody.
Because
It's wrong either way.
it's wrong.
He's opening the door.
Either way, it's wrong. You gotta know who you are. You gotta know. How do you know? Let's ask that question. How do you know what's right or wrong? Who teaches you right or wrong? Your teachers?
Common sense.
Common sense? School counselors?
Anyone.
Instinct? Anybody else? What teaches you that something's right or wrong?
It taught me the difference between right and wrong.
Who?
My parents.
Your parents. Very good, Yabo, because that's true. What else teaches you right or wrong?
I grew up around the church a lot. We have a lot of people that are like peer pressure, and they say, "Now, don't you do this, child. Now, don't you do it now." So, you know, I learned from...
That's fine, honey.
I learned from my church family and also from my parents around me.
Very good, sweetheart. Very good. You can learn from...
I just sort of know.
Johnny, how do you know? How do you know, John?
Well, I just can tell if it's right or wrong.
How? How do you know?
It's like bees. I mean, I don't know. Just pops in your head. I mean, it's like spiders automatically know how to spin webs. It's sort of like that. Your conscience.
Your conscience. Is that like a little person inside you?
Yes.
Jiminy Cricket. Oh, gosh darn, we're never going to do that again, Pinocchio. Well, how do you guys know when you're being pressured to be strong enough to keep that little voice alive and say, no? But how are you guys going to do it?
Just believing in yourself. I mean, you know, just believe in yourself.
You are one smart young lady.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, ready? Now, here's what we're going to do right now. We're going to see what Missy decided to do and how she handled it with Rhonda. School's now over, and Missy's on her way to meet Rhonda.
Bye, guys. No, I can't. I'm waiting for Missy. Missy, come on. Oh, I wonder where she is. I'm getting nervous.
Hi, Rhonda.
Missy! Oh, we're gonna have so much fun. Are you ready? Let's go. Missy? What?
I'm not going.
Why?
I can't. I just can't do something that I think is wrong. And I think smoking is wrong because I know it's harmful. And I'd feel a lot better if you didn't do it either.
Missy, I told you. There's nothing the matter. Why are you so worried?
Because I see my mother's friend Carrie coughing and wheezing all over the place. It's really disgusting.
What does that got to do with us?
If you smoke cigarettes when you're young, you could die before you get old. I know because it killed my grandfather before I was born. I never even got to meet him.
Missy, if we go hang out and smoke with those other kids, we can have a real cool, fun time.
But it wouldn't be any fun for me. I don't care if we never get caught. It would still make me feel bad about myself, which is about as much fun as having a stomach ache.
Well, sorry. Don't you care about our club?
Yes. But I'd much rather be a detective who didn't have a smelly habit and yellow teeth.
Well, give me a break.
If you're gonna smoke, you're gonna have to do it on your own and count me out. I'm still your best friend forever, but we gotta do other things together, not that. Well, I guess I'm going home now. You can come over if you want. Bye.
Missy, wait. Is it true that your mother's friend coughs and wheezes all the time?
It's really terrible. And the worst part is she still lights up. She's a total addict.
That's so sad.
She's always telling me how she wished she'd never taken a puff because she liked it, she got hooked, and now she just can't stop.
Heavy. You know, I really didn't think about all the consequences. Maybe I don't need to smoke. Maybe that scene is not for me. Anyway, you're more important. A lot more important than a bunch of, what do they call cigarettes?
Coffin nails.
No, cancer sticks. Can I still come over?
Yeah. And would you teach me the freaky flamingo?
Sure.
Okay.
Wait. First, let me get rid of these. Good riddance to bad rubbish.
Wasn't that something? Because Missy learned a really important lesson in life. She learned that you can say no to a friend and still be cool and still keep that person as a friend. And that's a great thing to learn in life. And in this life, you can make good choices or you can make rotten choices, but you can choose. Rhonda! Missy!
You can choose to be a whiz brain, a scatterbrain, a bird brain.
Choose to be a mouse in the house on the loose.
You can choose to be a turtle who retreats at every hurdle.
You can choose to be a moose.
You can choose. Let's see you do it. You can choose. We'll help you through it. You can choose. Better get to it. You choose to be whatever you choose to be or not to be. You choose to be whatever you choose.
You can make a right turn,
A left turn.
a U-turn.
Go straight up for a bird's eye view.
You can choose to go alone,
Or choose to go in two. Or you can choose to be a moose. You can choose. Let's see you do it. You can choose. We'll help you through it. You can choose. Better get to it. You choose to be whatever you choose to be or not to be. You choose to be whatever you choose.
you can choose the fast lane,
The slow lane.
the middle,
Go with the flow.
or choose to refuse.
You can ruffle some feathers. You can cook your own goose.
Or you can choose
To be a moose. You can choose. Let's see you do it. You can choose. We'll help you through it. You can choose. Better get to it. You choose to be whatever you choose to be or not to be. You choose to be whatever you choose.
You Can Choose was brought to you by Nestle, helping young people make the very best choices.